This should be the biggest improvement we've seen from Surron in 5 years. I'm at Bike Craze in Anaheim, California with a first look at the brand new 2023 Surron X. Let's check it out. Okay, the new Surron X is assembled. Let's start off with looking at what's new. First thing, the swing arm sticker that says Surron Power Parts. The second thing, a new stem mount design. This time the bolts are facing up, so if you're constantly taking the handlebars off and that headlight's been getting in the way, the new stem mount design is awesome. Great improvement. Now that's it for what's new, except for the biggest improvement. It's the battery. Same form factor, but higher capacity. We're now running 38 amp hours through the stock Surron X battery. That's a considerable upgrade from the 32 amp hour battery that we're familiar with. By utilizing new battery cells, Surron's able to pack more capacity into this battery without increasing its size, but they're claiming both 37 and 38 on the battery label. Either way, it's a higher capacity and an improvement for this year's Surron X. Now, I haven't had a chance to tear the battery apart and see exactly what cells they've switched to, but they clearly have a greater capacity. Hopefully they're also more efficient and have greater longevity. I'm really excited to see if there's a change to the ride quality with the new battery internals. But other than that, almost everything is the same, everything we're familiar with. We got Fast Ace suspension. It changes based on the shipment. This specific one's got the Fast Ace. Same 19-inch wheels front and rear. Same 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes. The fenders haven't changed. The bars, the display, the throttle, the headlight or taillight. It's almost exactly the same bike we all know and love, and if you didn't know the battery was different, it'd be really hard to tell this is a 2023, but it is, and I'm finally done talking, so let me go test ride this and let you know my first thoughts on the 2023 Surron X. Now we're talking. First ride on the brand new 2023 with the new 38 amp hour battery. 0 miles on the Odo. I guess it's in kilometers right now. Here we go. Let's start in eco. Massive shout out to Bike Craze for giving me this opportunity. You can't find these right now. You can find them at Bike Craze. You can't find them anywhere else. I'm sure you can soon. It's about to hit the market. All right, that was enough eco. Let's go into sport. Full throttle. Feels great. That's a Surron, baby. Nothing too dramatically different. One difference that I am noticing just now that I'm getting on, there's a new warning label on the battery cover that says, warning, attention. This vehicle is restricted use and it is not intended for use on public roads. Oops. So here I am, full throttle, 2023 Surron X. Hopefully I've got the telemetry speed up in the corner. Oh my God, there's grass here. I didn't know there was grass here. That's quite nice. But usually there's like a little bit different tune each time there's a new batch. I feel like this one, I think they tuned this to have a little bit more kick on the top end and a little bit less on the low end. That's what I'm feeling right now. It doesn't kick in until you're about halfway on the throttle, which is new. What a beautiful, badass bike. Show me a cooler e-bike on the market, I dare you. Let's try a little bit of wheelie action. There we go. Okay. Wheelie in the stock 2023. Oh, that rear brake did not bite how I wanted it to. I should have tested that. They feel good. It locks the wheel. It wheelies. Feels so good. No other e-bike feels like this out of the box. Hitting this kind of speed with this kind of torque. All you gotta do is cut that little wire. It couldn't be easier. It's ready to ride out of the box. The Surron is king. Make a little Yui here. And that's all before you even start upgrading it. Now what's cool is that usually, like, you know, the first upgrades you do are the wheels, the brakes, the pegs, the handlebars. But once you start getting into the big level upgrades, usually the battery goes first, because you can still run the stock controller with a bigger 60-volt battery, maybe one from Chai. They've probably sold 100,000 of these bikes and heard from customers that they love it, but they want a little bit more range. This bike came out in about 2017, and it just hasn't changed that much since then. I'm sure they've heard people always upgrade their batteries after a while. They want more range, they want maybe a little more power, and I think Surron saw that, and they obviously put some effort into increasing the amp hour on this battery. Since 2017, I'm sure there's new battery cells that have come to market. Maybe they're more affordable. I'm really proud to see Surron taking advantage of that. I need to do a range test on the new batteries. I just don't have time to do that today. The shop's closing up, we got a blast. So I'm gonna save that for another day. You know, I just hit the throttle again. I guarantee you this has more kick at the top end. What I want to do for the range test, because it's impossible to really estimate range. It depends how much you weigh, it depends how you ride, it depends where you ride, when you ride. So for this range test, what I want to do is do exactly what I'm doing now. Pin it on a straight flat road and just see when it cuts out. So that is an upcoming video. Please stay tuned. I'm on the lookout for some dirt. I know you might be wanting to see this in the dirt because it's a dirt bike. It has no business on the street. The sticker says so itself. So here we go. Here's a little dirt. Back to this spot I just found. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. I love Surron. Let's go. So I'm thinking about buying this for myself. I've got the red Surron. It's pretty much fully built out. And I think I'm ready for a little black Supermoto build series coming soon. After riding this bike, I'm super happy with it. I don't even think it needs any power upgrades for the time being. This is the fastest e-bike you can really get right now. You know, there's stealth bombers, there's some other options, but look at this. This is right out of the box. This is good. I mean, it's the same bike we all know and love. It's been tried and tested. The suspension's great, the wheels, the brakes. There's always room for upgrades, and upgrading is super fun, but out of the box, this is damn near, this is the best non-street legal e-bike you can get. I'm sure you know that's my opinion. It's been my opinion. It will continue to be my opinion until I'm proven wrong. Okay, I've gone through 22% of the battery, and I think right now is a great time to do an 1/8 mile test run. I'm gonna open up my handy dandy app here. The moment I move, it's gonna start recording my 1/8 mile track time. 3, 2, 1. .47. Let's run it back one more time to be scientific. Let me go ahead and test this. Oh, damn. That is the first time I've ever crashed on the street. Can you believe that? Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Wow. How did that happen? I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Damage report. Let's check out damage report here. I can't believe I just did that. That's so embarrassing. I think I hit the front brake too much. On the stock knobbies on some dusty part of the road, it just slips out, I guess. Damn. Alright, frame damage. Now we decide if I actually am gonna buy this bike or not. I'm probably gonna buy it anyway, but looks good. Just a little bit of damage to the grip as expected. These bikes can take a beating. A little scrape there. I'm sure Bike Craze is going to be very happy about all of this. Nah, they're super cool. Okay, let's do an 8th mile test again without getting hurt. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we got here. 13.38. I'm at 74% on the battery, so a little bit less. I guess that makes sense. Now, I don't really have anything to compare these numbers to. I'm just curious. Top speed, 43.4 miles per hour. Surron usually claims 45 miles per hour. It depends. Usually that means you're on a full charge. 43, 44 miles an hour. That's almost exactly expected, especially at 70%.
Angles.
Dude, bro, I'm a little embarrassed.
Why?
I don't even want to say it.
Over here, you let it down or what?
Yeah, I laid it down. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned.
Yeah.